Welcome. This is Holy Nation. I am Tonie Restrepo. So excited to be back with you as we continue the conversation on heart health. Today I have with me Dr. Selene Meyer Arthur, our Holy Health and Fitness Doctor of Natural Medicine. And so we are so excited to have you. Welcome. But before we get started, I want you to just please take the opportunity, if you have not already, to subscribe and to turn on your notifications so that you can continue to get messages and know when we are posting new content. In addition to that, share with your friends and family the content that you receive here, because just as it is a blessing to you, it will be a blessing to them and a blessing to us. Leave your comments in the section below and make sure you have a pen and paper so that you can take notes of the things that you want to remember that we are sharing here today. We thank you again for joining us. So let's jump into this topic. Heart health, right? It is so interesting because, so many people may not really know that heart disease is the number one killer in the United States. Mm-hmm. Over all other diseases and sicknesses, heart disease is the number one. However, just like other sicknesses and diseases, other chronic sickness and disease, mm-hmm. other chronic conditions, it is preventable. So what that tells me is that there's some things that we could be doing, right, Absolutely. To make sure that our hearts are healthy and we are not dying prematurely from heart disease. And so that's really what I wanted us to get into today. Dr. Mm-hmm. Selene, welcome again. Thank you so much for joining. We always love when you come and grace us with your presence and your anointing and your knowledge. So be comfortable, be at home. We're just going to really just share some tips that we can share with our viewing audience on how can we better take care of our health, our heart health in particular, because again, what we're learned is that a lot of the diseases and sicknesses and ailments that we're having is based on our own bad habits and behaviors. Mm-hmm. So based on your experience and what you've seen, what are some of the behaviors that we are doing that's contributing to poor heart health?
So, as a preventative, first of all, we need to eat healthy. Yeah. And you and I know that we are what we eat.
Yes.
And so we have to be very conscious of what we put into our mouth.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Pastor, again, another thing, and you know this, we have to stay active.
Yes.
That's very important. We also need to watch our weight. And some of us smoke. Yes. I know, but that's something one. That is very unhealthy. Mm-hmm. So, as a preventative, if you are smoking, it would be a good idea to stop if you can, and you have to control your blood pressure and your cholesterol. Mm-hmm. And all those things are, again, the way you eat. Yeah. Blood pressure, though, in my experience, it comes from, your nervousness or, stress.
Yeah, stress.
Because have you ever noticed when you go, like some people, they go to the doctor and you notice when you go there, that's when your blood pressure
goes
elevates.
Up. Yes, that's
it's because you're nervous.
Yeah, because you're afraid.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So, and then the doctors say, oh, your blood pressure is so high, you need a medication.
Right.
Well, it's just because you're nervous. So you have to be wise too regarding medications. Because a lot of the medications, in my opinion, affect your heart.
Right, there's side effects. So, you do have to be mindful. That's so true. That's a good one.
Yeah. And so we will, there's supplements too that we could take to strengthen our heart.
Yeah, that's a good one, because for sure I agree with you. It's our diet, bad habits are our diet, our lack of exercise, smoking. Another one is excessive drinking, excessive alcohol, because so many people don't realize how much sugar is in alcohol. And I think that when we talk about our diets, that's one of the things that we need to pay attention. Not just okay, address my diet, but what does that mean? Two of the biggest things I see with people, and even in our culture, is the high sugar in our diet and high fat intake. Our diets are filled with sugar and filled with fat, and those are two things that are directly a hit on our heart health. And so, we definitely want to eat less sugar and less saturated fats in our diet as well. I think why we need to reduce the sugar too is because it can raise your blood pressure, like you said.
And so, Pastor, here in the United States, we have one of the largest consumption of sugar.
Absolutely. That's our real addiction.
Yeah.
We focus on addiction as drugs and other things, but that's our real addiction.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's a huge setback when it comes to heart health and health in general. Yes.
So. And I think because what people don't realize too is that when you have a lot of sugar, now you're looking at getting a fatty liver, which is really the cause that creates diabetes, and then that diabetes contributes to heart issues.
Yeah, it's
right. So it's a chain reaction.
Domino,
yes, exactly.
Effect.
Domino effect. Exactly. And so, like you said as well, the fats and cholesterol is something that we definitely need to be mindful of in our diets as well. So based on that, understanding what we shouldn't do and some of the bad habits we do have, what are some of the foods and supplements you recommend that people take to really help their hearts to be healthier?
So before I go there, I wanted to talk about, be sure to manage stress too, because stress management is so important.
Absolutely.
So many people are going through things that we can't control, and it's important that we learn, like breathing technique and exercise, meditation.
We're all about that here, Holy Nation.
Yeah, and
meditation.
And so some of the supplements, you're talking about supplements now, and things to eat. Like I list a few things that will help your heart.
Okay.
Asparagus, that's something very healthy you can eat. Beans, peas, chickpeas, lentils, berries. They're very high in antioxidants. Yeah. So blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, those things are very good for you. Broccoli.
Yes.
Flaxseed meal, flaxseed, if you do smoothies, you can just
put them in my smoothies.
So you know all about that. You look so wonderful, Pastor.
Thank you.
So flaxseed, dark chocolate. That's very
good.
you
chocolate lovers. Dark chocolate.
Yeah, dark chocolate.
Not milk.
No, dark chocolate.
All the sugar, yes.
And so, fish oils.
Yes.
Omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah. They are good. Yeah. You could get in the pill form or eat a lot of salmon, wild caught.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Not farm raised.
Right.
So that's that. Yeah. Green tea. Green tea. A cup of green tea, by the way, you could lose 80 calories.
Oh, wow.
With 1 cup. And it's really good. It's excellent. It's an excellent antioxidant.
Yes.
And so, is it matcha?
Yeah, matcha. Yeah.
So that's excellent. Yeah, that's a good one. So green tea, load it up. And nuts and grains. Very important, and spinach. So if you make smoothies, you can dump
a lot of what you said I put into my smoothies.
Spinach,
for sure.
anything green. Anything green is wonderful for you.
Right.
So and I'm sure there are a lot more, but I just chose these few.
I found out recently, and I was excited because, sometimes you may eat things because you know they're healthy for you, but you're not necessarily sure why they're healthy for you. And I was finding out recently that walnuts is like a major nut for heart health. It really helps to clean out the arteries. It helps with inflammation, which is a big deal as well. And so I think it's so important for us to really just, I think if we just focus on really eating the way God intended us to eat, that we would find that all areas of our health would be better, right? And so those are really, I agree, those are some of the things that I as well know to be helpful for our heart health. So when it comes to maybe supplements, are there particular supplements that we should focus on that really focus on heart health primarily?
I'll tell you a story. My daughter was in a lot of medication, and this I did not know. So, and then she began to tell me, Mom, my chest is hurting me.
Oh, wow.
And so I put her on something called lecithin and hawthorn berry. And, within a week, she said, Mom, I'm feeling better. But certain drugs and medications that you take can deplete your heart from producing lecithin. And so it is wise to replace the lecithin.
Gotcha.
And, Nature's Sunshine have an excellent lecithin.
We believe in Nature's Sunshine.
Yeah. And, they have liquid too. I think now have a liquid form of lecithin. And you could just pour that on your salad or, just pour it in your smoothies if you do make smoothies.
In a liquid form.
Yeah. Or, whatever you're eating, you could put 2 tablespoons of lecithin on your food, which
but
is
would
going
you recommend that
excellent
for everyone or in situations such as your daughter where she's on medication that was affecting that?
Well, for my daughter, I would do a little, I would up the dose. But I believe everyone should. If you're over the age of 30, I think you should.
Add it to add it as a supplement. When I was preparing for this as well, I discovered, and I didn't know this, that there's certain herbs as well.
Yes.
That help with heart health. And I was like, this is really good information as well, because I think so many times we think about the food, but we don't think about how the seasonings that we're using can also contribute to heart health as well. Do you have any recommendations where herbs and seasonings are concerned?
Well, I love curcumin. And
yes, that was one on the list.
Yeah, curcumin and thyme. And, any parsley, all those herbs are excellent. Fresh herbs, use it. Yeah. They're excellent for your health.
Yeah.
And they say curry is very good. When I was growing up, we practically eat curry every day.
Time.
And I tell you, it's not a bad thing. So if you like curry, go out and get you some curry.
Curry it all up. Curry everything. Curry vegetables, curry the meat.
Yeah. So
that's like turmeric as well. Turmeric is also really good.
Well, curry is that's one of the
turmeric.
That's one of the ingredients.
Oh, in
curry.
Turmeric or in
in curry, right. So curry is a bunch of herbs combined. I think my aunt can make curry.
Right.
But curry is a bunch of herbs combined. So you have a lot of different ones. So it's excellent. I think it's cinnamon in curry too.
Oh, wow. So another one I saw was sage and oregano, which is proper, and rosemary.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, wow. I have to up my herb game. Because I have not used a lot. I'm always... full disclosure, in a hurry when it comes to making my meals. So I'm a salad person, and a lean piece of meat is pretty much my routine. And as fast as I can make it, the better. So just thinking more so on, getting fresh herbs and using them as a part of my health routine was a eye opener for me.
What about, I know that the Giant sells those little plants.
The little,
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
Right.
and they also have some that's in like the squeeze tubes that expire opposed to the shaker.
Yeah, so
seasonings. Yeah.
yeah, it's easy to have them these days.
Right,
'Cause
it
you
is.
could- yeah.
It is easier to find with with our growing whole food focus.